The annual office holiday party had all the predictable decorations: twinkling lights, clinking glasses, and conversations disguised as small talk but dripping with office politics. I didn't even want to be there, but my wife, Lauren, insisted. "It's important you meet everyone," she said. So I played along, drink in hand, wearing a smile I hoped looked confident. Still, I could feel the glances, the quiet murmurs, the quick judgment some of her colleagues made the moment they saw me. The funny husband. The outsider. The one who didn't quite fit into their polished corporate world. I had no idea the night would become unforgettable for reasons none of them expected. Within 30 minutes, I sensed the shift, whispers behind raised glasses, eyes flicking toward me, searching for flaws. Then he appeared. Richard. Lauren's boss. A man whose confidence wasn't earned but inflated, stitched into the seams of his $1,000 suit. He moved through the crowd like he owned the room, wearing that smug smile that made everyone instinctively shrink a little. He marched straight toward us. "Ah, so this is the famous husband," he announced, loud enough for half the room to hear. "I was wondering who Lauren married. You, look nice, I guess." The condescending laugh landed exactly where he wanted it to, on my pride. People snickered. Eyes shifted to me, expecting humiliation. But instead of reacting, I smiled. Slowly. Calmly. Because I knew something Richard didn't, something that would reshape the entire night. He leaned closer, a taunting spark in his eyes. "I dare you to do something tonight that proves you belong here," he said. "Entertain us. Impress us. If you can." The room stilled. His challenge hung in the air like bait. Everyone waited for me to stutter or crumble. I didn't. I raised my glass, meeting his stare head-on. "Richard," I said quietly, "you've been running this place for years, haven't you? Every meeting, every directive, every ego trip, you've played the king." He frowned, thrown off by my tone. "But there's something you've forgotten," I continued. "You're not actually in control." A murmur rippled through the crowd. Richard's smirk twitched. "What are you talking about?" I let the suspense build. "The ownership of this company," I said evenly, "has never been yours. You manage it. But legally? Fully? The real power has always been mine." The room froze. Someone's glass stopped midair. Another person whispered. Someone else gasped. Richard's face drained of color. "No, that's not true. Check the corporate filings," I said. "Every asset, every contract, every piece of what you call your company, answers to me." The silence that followed was suffocating. Lauren stared at me, stunned. The employees who had laughed earlier suddenly shifted their gaze, not toward me as a joke but with shock, and something like respect. Richard, the man who strutted through his office like a monarch, looked small, fragile, exposed. He tried to speak, stuttering through half-formed arguments, but no one listened. The illusion of his power had shattered in seconds. His colleagues, once intimidated, now saw the truth. The man who mocked me had no real authority at all. By the end of the night, Richard slipped out quietly, head down, avoiding every pair of eyes in the room. His arrogance had evaporated. Lauren squeezed my hand, disbelief in her voice. I didn't know you were the owner." I leaned closer and whispered, "Now you do." As we walked out of the party, the air felt different, lighter, quieter, charged with a sense of finality. The lesson had been delivered. Power isn't loud. Power isn't boastful. Power doesn't need permission to be recognized. Real power waits. Then, when the timing is perfect, it speaks once, and silences every arrogant voice in the room. And Richard? He would never forget the night he dared me. The night he mocked me. The night he learned exactly who I was.